NBA 2K5.
In Rumble on the K this weekend, transport yourself to an island of cool waves and hot competition.
Win by reaching 21 in 3v3 action, or, and this is what makes the event special, get up by 8 points and the
Feel that way, for a day. Live that way, that way.
Season 6. We have just 1 week left in the season.
Second round. Now things get interesting.
All right, fans. Who wants the Houston Rockets souvenir poster? All you gotta do is show up at the Rocket Poster Giveaway Day. Everybody gets one. So bring the whole family. We want your time at the arena to be enjoyable and accident-free. If you are having any issues, any time that needs to be addressed, please watch the word Rockets. And secret issues. A member of the SRH's will respond immediately. Houston, we hope you'll join us for future games. To learn about available tickets, just stop by our ticket booth or visit us online. All right, fans, you want your very own Clutch City Dancer t-shirt? Then all you gotta do is show up for Clutch City Dancer.
The Western Conference Semifinals, Game 1. The Thunder earned their bid into Round 2 after a hard-fought 6-game series. Now, the stakes are...
Two survivors in the West meeting here in the conference semifinals, Game 1. So the Rockets win the tip. So here's Oklahoma City's starting group. In the backcourt, we'll see Gilgeous-Alexander and Caruso. The post pair form will be Williams and Holmgren. And it's T at the 3. It's good.
Now you see the wherewithal of Fred VanVleet. Finds the soft spot in the defense and converts.
Gilgeous-Alexander against VanVleet. The shot by T, no good.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
In the corner, it's VanVleet. Shot clock at 5. And Adams kicks to VanVleet. No good from outside. VanVleet's gone 1 of 3 shooting so far. Here's T. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
And it's always nice to get the easy look inside for your first points of the game.
We've played just over a minute here in the first. Van Vliet deciding where to go with it. Adams dishes to Green. Brooks with no one around on the 3 off target.
That's not his spot, but given the lack of defense, you'd like to see him knock that one down.
And the dunk by Holmgren.
And give credit to Holmgren for jumping all over that opportunity, putting his length to great use.
Van Vliet outside. Brooks outside. Buries the long-range jumper.
And good to get him going early. That shot should give him some confidence.
It's all about mindset out of the gate. If you're aggressive and they give you room, go ahead, let it fly.
Team foul.
The first quarter of action, 2 minutes in. Van Vliet with the bounce pass. Smith sets the pick for Green. And off there, he misses his first shot of the night. Let's send it over to David Aldridge, who caught up with head coach Shidoka. David?
And he knows his team has its hands full going up against Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Coach said Shai is one of the best in the league when it comes to scoring off the bounce. And when he's not scoring, he's kicking it out to an open teammate. So we have to make sure our rotations are quick. We'll see how the defense responds, Kevin.
Thanks, David. That's good from Van Vliet on the assist by Brooks. Van Vliet's got his second bucket of the night.
This guy is competitively tough and will not back away from physical defense. Go ahead, Fred Van Vliet.
It's stolen by Adams. Van Vliet against Gilgeous-Alexander. And Adams with the slam.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Let's see if that serves as a momentum builder. What a great sequence for this group.
And Mark Daigneault calls timeout. Wants to talk some things over. Might be seeing some things to adjust. For the Thunder, Hartenstein's checked in for Holmgren. Isaiah Joe comes in for Alex Caruso. And it's Casey Wallace in for Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's T. Out to Wallace from the arc. That doesn't go, and he's 0 of 1 from the field. Rockets leading by 3. Brooks outside. From outside, off the mark. Oklahoma City has gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Here's T. Goes to the reverse layup and claps it in.
And the combination of his quickness and soft touch around the rim really allows him to pull off shots like that. A lot of players don't have the reverse in their arsenal.
Smith sets the pick for Brooks. Pass to Adams. Outside, Green. Smith in the post. He's guarded by Williams. Here's Brooks. Yes, and it's Smith with the assist that time. Brooks has got 5 points so far.
Oh, nice play from Brooks down in the paint. He's not afraid to get physical on the inside.
Here's T. Brooks covering. Here's T. And he didn't get quite enough under that one.
Well, that's a blown defensive coverage, but it doesn't matter. He cannot answer the bell.
Houston moving it around. Pass to Adams. Now Green. 5 on the clock. Good on the three-point shot.
Oh, great ball movement there.
6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's T. And they come right back with their own three-pointer. He has 7.
And how about the payback there, guys? You do you, I do me.
Oh, you love to see the competitive fire. A little bit of pride at stake.
Van Vliet outside. Here's the 3. Unable to get that one. That will count. And no good in the last second attempt this time. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Rockets lead by 3. It's the NBA on 2K Sports from Toyota Center. And we welcome you back to 2K Sports. Yet to score. Houston with a big group substitution here. Adams, he's checked in for Jock Landale. Smith comes in for Jari Eason. Dylan Brooks, he's checked in for Whitmore. And it's Fred VanVleet in for Thompson. And a new group in here for the Thunder. Holmgren, he's checked in for Williams. Williams comes in for Kenrich Williams. T's checked in for Aaron Wiggins. And it's Isaiah Joe in for Alex Caruso. At the guard position, VanVleet in green. The forwards for him will be Brooks and Smith. And it's Adams in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. It's the 5 for Houston right now.
And one of these modern wings who doesn't just shoot threes. Brooks is a tough guy to cover.
Houston shooting their first shots from the free throw line tonight. He's off on the second.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
And now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Well, guys, T in that last outing against the Timberwolves was terrific. He finished with 47 points, and he reached that total with some superb shooting from deep. Just a fantastic night for him. The kind he wants to have every night, I'm sure. Guys?
Thank you, David. You're right. He was a one-man wrecking crew in that one.
Yeah, he was not going to let them lose that game. We'll see if he comes in with that same attitude tonight.
One of the things I like about this guy, he's able to up the intensity whenever needed, and players really feed off his energy.
Williams a screen. Here's T. Brooks covering. Holmgren with a screen on Brooks. Here's T. He's got 10. And here's Gilgeous-Alexander outside. Brooks feeling it out a bit. To the middle. Here's Adams. That drops and it comes off an assist from Brooks. Brooks has got his 3rd assist on the night. And here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He'll bring it up for the Oklahoma City Thunder. And it's been pretty smooth sailing for him in the playoffs so far. They've only dropped 2 games.
And they're a team that doesn't get rattled, even with all the pressure that comes with postseason basketball. It's a testament to the leadership in that locker room.
Smith kicks to Brooks. Hits the 3-point bomb. Brooks has got 4 points this quarter.
Oh, spacing the floor. Brooks is comfortable shooting it from deep.
Here's T. Brooks covering. Here's T. The rebound by Steven Adams.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Here's VanVleet. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. And now it's a 3-point Houston lead.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Here's T. He's got 12. Misses the layup. And so it's Jalen Green making highlights for the Houston Rockets. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. Right back after this break.
Please direct your attention to center court and get ready for the fan half-court shot.
Greetings. Well, one stat in their favor is the one they haven't been racking up, turnovers. They've been very precise.
Looking at the scenario, and that is a
And we're ready to get back into the action here in game 1. Let's see what this quarter has in store for us. One guy who's been getting it done is T.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
And part of that has to do with his mindset. He has been looking to push the action at every opportunity, and he has been in attack mode all night.
Here's who Mark Daigneault is going to put out there to start the second half. In the backcourt, we'll see Gilgeous-Alexander and Caruso. The post pair form will be Williams and Holmgren. And it's T at the small forward. And Van Vliet, here we go. Can't connect from 13 feet out. Thunder trailing by 3. He takes it in, and he comes up with the deuce. 14 points for T.
Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Well, there is nothing better than catching a rhythm as early as possible. And boy, that's a terrific start right there.
Bringing back the mid-range. Jabari Smith Jr.
To the paint. It's stolen by Adams. Brooks outside. And T is going to pick up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. And we've got a timeout called from Ime Udoka. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline. Hartenstein's checked in for Holmgren. Here are the NBA's top scorers during this postseason as shown on the 2K leaderboard. You look at T, second in the league, having an excellent season.
And he's taken off on a tremendous scoring streak at the perfect time. I mean, obviously, he's established himself as a premier playoff performer.
Under trailing by 3. Takes the 13-footer, and so Oklahoma City again turning it over.
Boy, not sure what happened on that one. Just an unforced error.
And the Thunder making a change here. Wallace is checked in. Houston leading by 3. On the wing, Brooks. Defended by Caruso. Caruso against Brooks. Smith for 3, and it's good. Assisting on the play was Brooks. Brooks has got 4 assists in the game. Here's T. He's got 14. It counts, and the foul. That's on Jalen Green.
And you gotta love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grinded out game.
For Oklahoma City, they have gone 4 for 5 from the charity stripe in this one up to now. Aaron Wiggins, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
That's line for your Rockets.
There's so many things to love about Fred VanVleet's journey and his game, but perhaps the best attribute, his intelligence, his ability to outthink the defense.
Williams, he's checked in for Alex Caruso. VanVleet outside. Pass to Green. Adams sets the pick for Green. Poked away. Here's Adams. Wiggins with the rebound. Under trailing by 5. Here's T. A three-pointer is right on target. T's got 19 points.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need him. And showing some fearlessness there. Smith doesn't mind getting hit while taking the shot.
And he's got his first free throw of the game. No good on the free throw.
For your Rockets,
He hits the second from the line. Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. Here's T. And the Thunder, another 3.
He's hit 4 now from behind the arc, 2 in each half, making an impact.
Smith outside. Pass to Green. Launches it. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City.
Well, he tries to answer with a 3 of his own and can't do it. You can't get caught up in the one-on-one
defensively, they just look out of sync, not closing out on the threes in time.
Smith outside. Green kicks to Brooks. Another miss by Houston. Here's Oklahoma City. Big run right now going for him, 11-2. Here's T. Green with the rebound. Rockets trail by 3. Pass to Van Vliet, and T is going to pick up the foul. That will get him his 4th foul of the game.
4th foul of the night. Now he needs to be smart. Can't reach in and pick up something foolish.
Tari Eason's checked in for the Rockets. And a switch here also for Oklahoma City. Isaiah Joe. Brooks with it. Now defended by T. And the wide open shot from Green. Offensive rebound. And it's Adams on the follow.
Well, simply stated, Steven Adams is a force to be reckoned with rebounding the basketball.
Here's T. Brooks covering. Here's T. And he gets it to go. Hitting off the back of the rim. T's got 27 points.
What an aggressive mindset in this period. He's starting to take over.
Green kicks to Brooks. The 3 doesn't get it to drop for him.
It's almost like he's trying to make things hard on himself. You know, he's just got to slow the game down. Try to get some easiness.
Wallace against Van Vliet. Outside, Green. Shot clock at 6. Rebound by Williams. Williams has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight.
And the stroke definitely lacking confidence this quarter. Nothing on target.
T the pass to Williams. Here's T. Gets it off. Unbelievable.
Can't do it much better than that right before the clock expires.
What a way to seize momentum. Can it carry over into the next quarter? Beautifully done.
And so it's Oklahoma City with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. A terrific tempo and a great pace. The fast break has been a central part of their offense. And we've got more on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Well, that's what a great pass will do, right? You'll love the unselfish play.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the 4th quarter. Tari Easton is out there with Cam Whitmore. Then there's Amen Thompson. Then there's Jalen Green. And it's Landale in at the 5. It's the 5 for Houston right now. T the pass to Holmgren. Here's T. And the dunk by Holmgren.
I mean, length and skill. And Holmgren has a lot of both.
First team foul. Shooting for Oklahoma City.
A free throw off from Holmgren. Rockets trail by 5. Thompson inside. Defended by Caruso. Pass to Whitmore. There's the triple. Rebound by Williams. Williams has got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's T. Holmgren kicks to Caruso. Pick by Williams. Tries again. The shot by T, no good. Houston's gone 1 of 2 from 3-point range here in the 4th. Green. Second shot opportunity, and it's good on the layup.
And we've seen this all night. Green with a wide range of ways to score. And boy, he just keeps coming.
And Mark Daigneault calls timeout. It's a chance for them to regroup and refocus. The Rockets making a switch here. Brooks checked in.
Dylan Brooks.
Oklahoma City leading by 3. Holmgren with a screen on Brooks. Here's T. Fires the 3. Eason grabs the board.
Right now trying to get into a rhythm, but so far this quarter, boy, he is struggling to make anything go down.
Brooks misses.
Not a whole lot going down for him at this point. He just can't buy a break.
Here's T. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
Houston making some changes. Adams, he's checked in for Jock Landale. Jabari Smith comes in for Tari Eason. And it's Fred VanVleet in for Thompson. Both free throws good from T. And so VanVleet will bring it up for the Rockets. Brooks outside. Pass to Adams. Gilgeous-Alexander against VanVleet. Takes the turnaround J from deep. Brooks. Rebound by Williams.
I'll tell you, this guy is doing absolutely everything he can to get himself going, but the team is struggling because he's struggling.
Latrey. It's rebounded by Houston. Adams has got his 5th rebound in this one. VanVleet against Gilgeous-Alexander. Another miss by Houston.
When you're not in rhythm with the 3 ball, why do you keep firing from there?
And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the 4th. Here's T. Nice concentration to hit the double clutch layup. T's got 4 points in the quarter.
Yeah, right when you thought that shot was leaving his hands, he reinvents it.
And we've got a timeout called from Ime Udoka. He's not taking any chances and wants to huddle him up right away. And with an update from the sideline, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Well, during the break, I listened in on Ime Udoka's huddle. Coach wants them to do a better job defending the perimeter. He said we're late on our rotations and they're getting great looks because of it. We got to fight through it. We got to take away the 3. We're good, guys.
Thank you, David. And he drives in.
Put a little extra on that one.
He does. He doesn't usually finish soft either. Obviously, he can when necessary, but not that time. Oh, VanVleet. Knocks it loose. Look at the clock. A little under 3.5 minutes gone here in the 4th. A shot by T. No good.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Brooks, the pass to Smith. Here's VanVleet. Rebound by Williams. Williams has got 6 rebounds here tonight. Here's T. Good, and it's Williams who picks up the assist. Williams has got 3 assists in the game.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and Coach knows it.
Well, the best players, to me, deliver night after night after night. So as long as he's hot, keep riding it.
Caruso, the pass to T. Holmgren with a screen on Brooks. T's shot is good. T's got 40 points.
A tremendous boost for these guys as this game winds down, and what will be a win here in Game 1 of the series for Oklahoma City.
This was a very efficient offense tonight.
And they found a way to get their shots to go down. A little luck didn't hurt. A lot of their 50-50 shots fell their way.
And it's really got to feel very good to be able to jump out confidently to a 1-0 lead in this series.
Absolutely. And I think their focus now has to be not on taking this win for granted. They should come out for Game 2 with the same intensity and honestly maybe even more. You know they'll face a more focused team in the next one, so they may have to be just a little bit tougher.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for T.
This guy has been shot-making all night long. He commands the rock and takes over.
Here's T. Can't cash in from close range. So we see the Thunder get the win here. A pretty good feeling right now for them to be out in front like this in the series.
You know, Kevin, momentum so critical. And you know they'll want to ride this wave into game 2.
Well, that'll do it, folks. Glad you could join us for the Western Conference semifinals. For Doris Burke, David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and the rest of...
MP sneaking up on Steph Curry as the GOAT shooter.
You ready to give these fans what they paid for? Do what you did last time.
Game 2 of the Western Conference semifinals. The Thunder come in off a critical Game 1 win and are now poised and prepared as they attempt to take a 2-0 lead against the Houston Rockets. Round 2 of the NBA playoffs continue, coming right up.
It's round 2 of the playoffs. Thanks for joining us. A matchup between two Western Conference powers here in Game 2. It'll be the Rockets off the tip. Here are the starters for Oklahoma City. Shea and Caruso are the backcourt pair. Inside, we got Williams and Holmgren, and it's T in at small forward. Brooks left side. And the rebound goes to the Thunder. They've had a strong postseason showing and have only lost 2 of their games up to this point.
And you know the effort level has certainly been there. But what what's impressed me the most is the adaptability that they've shown facing different matchups and defensive schemes. They've showed great focus and determination in the pursuit of their goal to win a championship.
Here's T. Oh, Adams with the block.
Oh, a fantastic defender. Adams embraces his role on this team as their defensive anchor. Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
Here's T. Nails it from beyond the arc.
This is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own.
Boom. And that one's good. Green.
Of course, a volume three-point shooter like Green has an answer. He was ready to strike back in a hurry.
Here's T. And again, Oklahoma City with a triple.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
And it's Brooks missing.
Boy, they dodged one there, guys. I mean, he got the wide-open look that he wanted, just didn't knock it down.
Pass to T. Launches a 3. Adams grabs the miss.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
And around 2 minutes played here in the first quarter. Count the basket.
Yeah, this is where Adams looks to score, especially when he has a matchup he likes.
Here's T. A chance there to take the lead, but a miss. He got him. No doubt that's a foul. And it's going to be a transition take foul. And he's got his first opportunity at the line here tonight.
At the line for your Rockets, Fred VanVleet. At the line.
That free throw good from VanVleet.
An NBA champion and all-star. Fred VanVleet's a guy every team wants because he's fun to play with and he plays the game the right way and with passion.
Outside, Green. Brooks outside. Shoots from 14. It's good. Off the glass.
Yeah, Brooks will just attack you without thinking anything of it.
Thunder trail by 5. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Well, guys, T in the last outing against the Rockets got the job done. He contributed 42 points, and he made a significant contribution from beyond the arc, as usual, continuing what has been a solid stretch of games for him. Will we see more of the same here tonight? We'll see. Back to you.
Yeah, he was unstoppable during certain stretches. It'd be great to see him top that performance tonight.
Well, his team needs him to contribute. When he's on his A game, he just makes play after play.
For sure, and draws so much defensive attention that it opens up opportunities for others.
A different look for Oklahoma City. Hartenstein, he's checked in for Holmgren. Williams comes in for Williams. And Joe subbed in for Caruso.
It's certainly been cold this quarter, guys, but trying to shoot his way back into a groove.
Pass to Smith, beyond the arc. It's rebounded by Oklahoma City. They need this. T, no good.
Oh, man, he can't get anything to fall. You can feel his frustration.
And he's got to find other ways to contribute then because his shot making is not happening right now.
On the attack, Green. He's in his comfort zone. 2 for 2 to start this one.
Wow, Green looks almost unstoppable out there, crashing through the defense and getting into his shot.
T with a bucket.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively. I think he's
Jalen Green is out there with Thompson. Then there's Whitmore. Then it's Jock Landale. And it's Eason in at the 4 spot. That's the 5 for Houston right now. T, no good. And so it's Green who brings up the ball for the Rockets. Their biggest lead of the game was 9.
Picks up his 3rd foul. We'll see now what coach decides to do from here.
Oklahoma City making a switch here. Gilgeous-Alexander's checked in. Pass to Whitmore. Lets it go from deep. And it's Holmgren with a rebound. Thunder trail by 6. Here's T. It's
It's hauled in by Landale.
Yeah, you know, guys, this has been far from his best game. A disappointing outing for both him and the team.
Green finds Thompson. There's the triple. Oklahoma City grabs a miss. They're searching for a way to score.
Yeah, buckets have been very tough to come by.
Fires in the triple.
Boy, he strikes again from range. His fourth in this game after draining 3 in the first period.
Green for 3. Look at Green showing off his range.
Green getting very aggressive on the perimeter and really good concentration as he focused on his shot.
Here's T. 12 points for him. Lets the 3 fly. It's hauled in by Landale.
Yeah, another column in the stat sheet that hasn't gone in their favor. To climb back, they've got to put forth more effort.
Thompson against Caruso. And it's Thompson. Oh, my goodness!
Disrespectful. And attacking with reckless abandon. Somehow Thompson able to get through.
Houston making some changes. Adams checked in for Landale. And it's Dylan Brooks in for Whitmore. Thunder trail by 9. Here's T. He shoots it. Yes, on the jumper. T's got 14 points.
Watch out now. When this guy gets into a rhythm, it is something to behold.
Outside Eason. Outside Green. Adams with a screen on Gilgeous-Alexander. And here's Green from the arc. And he finishes. That makes him 4 out of 5.
That's his second triple this quarter after hitting 1 earlier. This is how you space the floor.
And we've got a timeout called by Mark Dagnall. He wants to make sure everybody's on the same page. Smith, he's checked in for the Rockets. Van Vliet comes in for Thompson. Here's T. And again, Oklahoma City, no good. The Rockets lead by 10.
And they're just 1 foul now away from the penalty.
Finished off 1 half of play. Rockets ahead, up by 6. And we'll be right back after halftime for the start of the 3rd quarter. See you in just a bit.
I like their follow-through on the offensive end, not taking the shots and walking away. They're hunting for those second chance opportunities.
Looking at the scenario for the Houston Rockets. That does it for halftime. Let's get back.
Taking a look at the Thunder. Shea and Caruso are the backcourt pair. Inside, we got Williams and Holmgren, and it's T in at the 3, the small forward. Set it up with a fake, but it's offline.
Well, you've got to be there defensively. I mean, that's an easy mid-range jumper that he'll typically drain.
And the basket by Van Vliet.
More points for Van Vliet, putting some spice on that pumpkin tonight.
Pass to T. The deep 3. Another miss by Oklahoma City.
They just continue to dominate the boards.
Guys, I think they've simply been the more physical team, and that's why they're ahead.
Back to Van Vliet. Here's Brooks. Let's go with a 3. Pure from 3-point range. And now it's a 12-point Houston lead.
A nice start to the 3rd. 3 out of 4, and looking good doing it.
Far from an ideal start here. I mean, this half just 1 for 4 so far. With 4.
Substitution on the board.
Right around a minute and a half played in the 3rd quarter. Down low. And stolen by Holmgren. Pushing it up the floor. Here comes Oklahoma City.
Hustle plays like that are crucial right now. You have to convert on every turnover you get.
And it's the Rockets with the ball. Outside, Green. Three-pointer, Brooks. Caruso grabs the board.
It's impressive how they've overcome his cold streak tonight. Everyone stepping in to fill the gap.
To the wing, right side. Here's T. Off the mark there with a three.
He had it flowing from long range in the first half. Not sure what changed.
The Thunder pull it in. Things just don't seem to be clicking for them offensively.
Yeah, they really need to find a way to get back on track.
Just under 2.5 minutes into this third quarter now. There's the drive. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window. T's got 18.
Well, the defense allowed that one. He had a clear path to the cup.
And it's Green with the ball for the Rockets. 10-point lead. Here's Brooks. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. It's going to go on Chet Holmgren.
Physical play finds Dylan Brooks, but he also looks for it. He gives it and takes it.
All right, the Rockets making a switch here. Eason's checked in. And the Thunder making a change here.
Productive trip to the line. He doesn't like to leave points on the table.
Here's T. Brooks defending. From the arc. T, no good. The Rockets lead by 12. Pass to Brooks. The three ball. Good. And Van Vliet gets the assist. Van Vliet's got his third assist of the night.
Their strategy has been pretty simple here in the second half. Attack from three-point range.
Certainly. I mean, they saw a weakness in the perimeter defense and took advantage of it.
Here's T. Oh, Adams with the block.
And right now, they're +8 in the rebounding category. That's helping them run away with this.
Yeah, double-digit advantage on the scoreboard. They've taken the initiative. They've played, I think, with more purpose so far.
And they call over the back here. Too much contact.
He came in with the aggressive mindset, but didn't quite know how to pull back.
So for the Rockets, Landale comes in for Adams. And it's Amin Thompson in for Green. Wiggins, he's checked in for Oklahoma City. Minutes off the clock. And so Houston takes this one by a big margin. It might have been just game 2 of the series, but this one felt like a must-win.
I just love the fire they played with tonight. It's the playoffs, and they really brought the energy.
Time for us to say goodbye. We hope you enjoyed our second-round coverage of the NBA Western Conference playoffs. For Allie LaForce, Clark Kellogg, and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson saying thank you for watching the NBA, brought to you by 2K Sports. We'll see you next time.
MP sneaking up on Steph Curry as the GOAT shooter.
to show the city what you